Right, adult syllabus now. This is the yellow belt self-defense techniques. So first three techniques are from double hand grab. So the first one, I'm just going to step back, I'm going to turn my wrist so it goes through the weak part of his hand and pull towards me like this. Second one, same grab. This time I'm just going to execute small circles with my wrist as I step back like that. The last one is a big circle, and so to make this work I've got to concentrate on taking his balance. So I'm going to drive my hands downward first and then circle them up. And it looks like this, and then if I can, I'll smash the back of his hands together. Ready? Set. Like that. So it's the first three. Next two are one hold, two-handed shoulder grab. Alright, so first one we call washing machine technique. Step back, pat that one away, pat that one away. 1, 2. Next technique is I'm going to cross lock, step under, and then pivot and knock his arms away. So same grab, cross lock, step under, and then pivot with this back leg here, knock his hands away. Again. Like that. Final technique, any ideas? Single pull, yeah. So he's going to pull me, I'm going to go with the momentum, this becomes a pivot leg, comes around, and then strike his arms away. Again, I'm hitting on both sides of his elbows. Does it again. Go with his momentum as he pulls me. 1, 2, 3.
But the more you ride, the better you're going to get.
Alright. So that's the self-defences. Yes, the breakaways. Is the punch evade counter. So we set up, we have our hands in good fighting position, Danny in good fighting position. Danny will key up when he's going to punch, I'll key up when I'm going to receive.
Key up.
Up. And then I punch past his head. The two things that we want to see with the footwork are moving on a 45-degree angle. So if Danny's punching straight down the blue line, I want to move off. And the second thing is I want to bring my leg with me. Lots of people do this, and then you're off balance, you don't have much left. So we typically do the 3 each side. 1, 2, 3, other side. 1, 2, 3, and then we change, and I punch Danny, up, like that, 3 each side. So, first group of techniques, cross-hand grab. So there's 3 techniques here. First one is creating a swan lock with a motorbike grab. So I trap his hand here, I've already moved my foot forward, and then I grab his own wrist, create this classic swan lock position, and then I start leveraging down with my forearm here, like that. Again in real time, trap, 1, 2, 3, down. Okay. Next one's just a variation on that technique. So again I trap, but I use a knife hand as well. So I try and get my hand vertical. You can see it from here, vertical. And then I start leveraging down. So again, he traps, I move forward, I crowd him, just like wipe out before, and push him down. Third technique is a classic, just a classic wrist lock, and it works better from this angle. So I'm going to circle this hand around, put my other hand on about his elbow, so this becomes a grabbing hand, and then I'm going to back stance around. So, like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Next 2 techniques are from double hand grabs. So again, 2 swan locks here, just one either side. So I trap, I'm going to go for the motorbike variation here and down. And then same techniques, but the other hand. So I'm going to trap that one, circle that around. I've created the figure up for the swan lock, and I just take it down. Alright, so in real life, grabs me, 1, real life he grabs me, 2. Just pause it there. Grab my same side of my shoulder, I'm just going to execute a hip throw from here, so I'm I'm going to pull him onto me, reach around his here, make sure there's no gap in this part of my body, pick him up and throw him. So he grabs me, 1, 2, 3, hop. So a variation on this for people, obviously I'm bigger than Danny, but a variation where Danny is bigger than me. Instead of coming through for a hip throw, hit them in the chest with your shoulder and just sweep the leg, come through here this way. Just a different variation for smaller people. All right. Shoulder grab from behind. So in here, Danny grabs me on the shoulder. I'm going to execute a hip throw. So I'm going to block up, create room to come underneath, duck around. This hand here comes around his midriff. Pick him up, and then I drop him. And he should be break falling. All right. All right. Again. Here, so I just want to walk up, can strike him as I come through, come underneath, pick him up, and break for it.
It's hard to break for one.
Next one, two-handed shoulder grab from the rear. I'm going to go this way this time, Danny. So first part is I've got to get my leg round behind him here, and I'm going to elbow strike him to the chest to create that classic banana back straight shape. And then if I can, I'll lift up his leg. So he's got me, I come round behind him, strike him, take his balance, lift him up. Done. Yeah, again, this time at pace. Okay. And the last one is arm windmills. So he grabs my wrists from behind. This time I'm going to use my butt as leverage, so I'm going to grab his wrist and I'm going to twist him around. See how I just took his balance? He's on reasonably good balance to do this. The other hand, come around this way then. So the other hand grabs his hand here, comes up round behind his head and takes him down this way. So you get that first bit where you use your butt as leverage and you take his balance. You grab here, take his balance, this one, there he's down.